Всем доброго времени суток, с вами Элискэт. И сегодня мы будем играться во что-нибудь еще. Так. Ну, не будем сильно тянуть. Надо немножечко вот это изменить, да? Надо под название поменять. Так. Итак, сегодня мы будем учиться магии. Что мы не умеем, надо как бы, да, сделать. Чтобы было красиво. Итак. Мы рады сообщить, что вы приняты в школу чародейства и волшебства Хогвартс в качестве студента 5-го курса. Сразу на 5-й. Ну, погнали. Просто 4 курса. Ну, до свидания. Будем как-нибудь догонять, да? Семестр начинается с 1 сентября. Для вас собраны школьные принадлежности, которые будут сопровождать вас во время путешествия в замок. Как вам, возможно, известно, указ о разумном ограничении волшебства несовершеннолетних запрещает использование магии лицами моложе 17 лет вне школы. Однако, в связи с вашими уникальными обстоятельствами, Министерство любезно согласилось позволить профессору Элизару Фигу помочь вам отточить заклинания перед вашим сопровождением из Лондона в замок на пир в честь начала нового учебного года и церемонии распределения. С уважением, профессор Уизли, заместитель директора. Здравствуйте, да, всем. Что там, что? Начинается самое сложное. Типа, за кого мы будем играть вообще? Мальчик, девочка, там все дела. Давайте выбираем. Может, это очень сложно, на самом деле. Да, ну, это, вы чё, это столько всего надо там, это... Не лень, на самом деле, если что, поэтому... Ну, чисто какую-нибудь вот такую и сделать, и пойдет. Что это? Вообще пофиг. И так сойдет. Давайте просто на рандоме что-нибудь на рандоме. О, причесочки это надо. А какая, конечно. Это чисто бабка какая-то. Извините. Осуждаю. Не знаю, не знаю. Да, какие, конечно. Это что за Гермиона? О. Пойдет, короче. Не знаю, какие здесь. Белые чисто. Они какие-то седые, просто немножко типа подкрасили. Черные были самые норм, ладно, пойдет. И так сойдет. Что это? Кто тебя так поцарапал? Давайте нам что-то вот так. Состояние кожи — это типа макияж, да? Я в этом не особо как-то, да. Блин. Промахнулся, бывает. Потому что они магией убираются. Все. Так сойдет. Это тоже так сойдет. Как грустненько сразу. Блин. Вот. Самое. Можно не надо.
It was wonderful.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you. That was quite something. A few cobwebs and some dust. It was wonderful. I am indeed a student. I'm eager to get home. That was quite something. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Чисто к волшебникам пойти в общагу. Так сойдет. Вот. Ладно, не будем. Имя персонажа. Все нормально. Все нормально. Так и должно быть. Так. Что у нас по сложностям всякие? Ну, нормально ставить, да? Хотя на самом деле мне больше хочется как-то это чисто поисследовать больше, чем вот эти вот всякие ваши испытания. Это потом можно. Мне лень. Давай, сойдет. Здравствуйте.
Ah, it appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Ой.
Oh, Eleazar!
George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatre-goers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea! As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
О, это эти же, как их, фестралы, да? Которых типа не видно, если ты смерть не видел. О. Кто-то следит. Кто-то убежав. Так, по звуку как, нормально оно? Не громко?
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland.
Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the Ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the Ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly. To keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I. Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait! We do.
Ой. Кого-то кусь-куснуло. астралы сразу видны стали.
The key! Give me your hand!
Что-то случилось.
Are you all right? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
Давайте.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key?
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir. If you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
Пробуем. Да, наверх не показывает. Вот.
How far did that port key take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
port key was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that port key to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right, and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
Ну-ка, чё ее нет, если вот она идет?
Mind your step.
Хорошо, хорошо.
Where do you suppose your wife got the port key that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time.
Он так по чуть-чуть начинает бежать, потом раз и опять.
Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the port key,
Там вот туда.
but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
Давай,
But
пойдем.
sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center.
Давай, давай, давай.
Excellent! Excellent.
Ман. Или я могу разбивать горшки. Пойдет. Ай. Ну давай, покатаемся тут
That
чуть.
was a bit rougher than I'd expected. Your one work's improving with every cast.
Thank you, sir.
Я прям сквозь тебя могу, вот видишь, бочки разбивать, всякие горшки. Не знаю зачем, но просто так. Ой, извините, я так больше не буду.
Ah, up there.
Давай. А почему туда? Может, я хочу вот сюда. Смотри, тут есть горшки. Здесь сундук. 46 монеток дали. Зачем мне
We're
оставлять
close
горшки,
now. It's just ahead.
если их можно разбить? Я не иду, это оно само уже.
Steady yourself. Reparo.
Нормально. Там еще много горшков осталось до того, как это я использовала заклинание. Так что нормально. Тебе хватит.
Almost there.
Там горшок разбился от того, что упал, а не из-за того, что я там стукнула. Это не я была. Я хотела оставить именно его. Но так получилось, что не получилось.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Мы посмотрим, что у нас тут красивое. Ага. Ладно.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
Мы посмотрим дальше. Есть сундук. А если найду?
Professor, this statue...
This may have been his home.
Зачем их всех разбивают? Зачем? Просто зачем? Что мне это даст вообще? Я не знаю.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking?
Смотрите, я тут что-то нашел. Тут что-то странное. Вы поможете мне, профессор? Профессор! Профессор!
What's this? Professor Fig!
Там что-то интересное. Вы идете, нет? Там есть... Стой, там есть... Смотри.
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
Давай пойдем. Смотри, что там есть.
What in Merlin's name?
А, ой.
Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
А, мы уже в комнате, все нормально. Проснись, сипой!
It can't be. Just a moment.
Да, у него как тише. Что за игра? Угадай, что это за игра.
To Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume.
Precisely.
The key?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course. This way, then.
Stay close.
After you.
В смысле немного изменился? Это... Эти события происходят задолго до рождения его, если что.
If you don't wish to lose them.
Тут даже Дамблдора не... Это, даже в помине нет. О нем даже не думали, ты шо?
How many vaults are there in Gringotts?
А, сколько всего
In
тут.
fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a breath.
A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Вот и
Experienced
искупались.
the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Ну ничего, мы покатаемся. Не, ну это да, как бы, ну...
Vault number.
Как бы
Vault
посмотрим.
12.
Почему бы и да.
Momentous day.
Чего сразу все карты-то раскрывать?
On your way.
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the portkey container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that? We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone
Ну,
goes
даже
there
если не
anymore.
покажут, то ладно, чё. Зачем сразу все так говорить? Только начинаем же.
Here we are. When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today. Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
Погодите, это мое тут лежит. Очень древний сундук, это по-любому мое. А что мое, надо забрать, да? Ладно, ладно, иду, что ты на меня так смотришь. Иду, я иду.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure.
Вон там
Sir,
стена
I
светится.
wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait.
Пока.
Best of luck.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps?
Вон там стена
Revelio.
светится, что не видите?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
А ладно.
Revelio. There! I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
Погодите. Вдруг тут что-то мое есть. И ничего нет. Печально.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again.
Да знаем,
I
знаем.
don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the portkey container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way.
Давай сейчас ее тронем чуть-чуть, и оно такое вжух и откроется. Во. Идеально.
Lumos! This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There
Можно
will be
мне
no
тоже?
disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Я тоже Люмос хочу.
Revelio. I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
Стой, куда ты пошел? Вот здесь оно. Вот здесь.
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
И сюда.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
А сам не можешь сюда подойти?
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Делает. А, пацаны, пацаны, не надо. Я передумал, не надо.
Look out!
Protego!
Accio! Dissecto! Levioso! Deposo! Expulso!
Отстань.
Levioso. Confrido. Expulso. Descendo.
Чё их так много? Можно поменьше?
Confrido.
Отстань.
Levioso.
Стукай его.
Expulso.
Закончились. Нормально.
Stay close.
Я тут, я тут, я тут. Что такое? Что хотим? Куда? Ты куда? Стой, не бросай меня.
Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Revelio. Lumos.
О, там
Where
мое.
am I supposed to go? What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
Погоди, тут мое.
Revelio. Lumos.
О, там еще мое. Погодите, огонечки, тут мое. Мое надо собрать. Не знаю зачем, но это мое, поэтому как бы да.
Revelio. Lumos.
Там еще мое. Погоди.
Oh, that's where they're leading me. That glow again.
Бегаю, собираю мое, все нормально. Пацаны, не надо.
Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time. Lumos.
Пацаны, не надо.
It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
Отстань. Пацаны, не надо. Удерживать. Ну ладно. Пацаны, не надо. А что так близко-то? Зажимают! Зажимают, пацаны! Зажимают к стеночке.
Revelio.
Есть мое? Нет?
Lumos.
Печально.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
А где мое?
Lumos.
А где тут что-то интересное?
Revelio.
Тут нет моего, печально. Что все такое красное? Это тебе страшно, что ли, или что?
Lumos.
Что-то страшное, ладно, так уж и быть.
Revelio.
Есть что мое? О, есть мое. Нормально. Еще мое. Да, походи, походи. Что, умут память? Ну ладно. Давай посмотрим. О, здравствуйте.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder...
Кот буянит. Что-то уронил, слишком громко было. Это было страшно.
Follow my lead.
Давай посмотрим, что у нас тут. Ну да, красота делается.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
Вам сюда нельзя, поэтому, ну, проходите, ладно, так уж и быть.
Right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have it.
Ой, минус.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will
Ну-ка,
be
не
more...
трогать. Шака. Стукнул. Палочкой по лбу. Какой красавец вышел. профессор, ну чё ты стоишь, смотришь вот на это? Беги.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
Всё нормально, нормально.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Если не опоздали еще, конечно, да? А, поезд еще едет, все нормально. Или это он уже приехал и едет обратно? А где лодки с первокурсниками? Ну ладно.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now,
Вообще да.
I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Здрасте. А, ой.
Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Здравствуйте.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem
Enough.
has...
Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
На какой факультет пойдем? Куда хотим? Давайте предлагаем ваши варианты. Да, мы хотим.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain
Такой взгляд.
expectations.
Что это такое, да? Учиться или исследовать замок? На самом деле, погнали
I'm
исследовать.
looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
Это чисто, ну, да. Вот здесь мы выбираем себе факультет просто. Идеально. А давайте... Ну давай.
Is it
Чисто
ambition?
будет это.
I may seem single-minded, but it is important to go after what you want from life.
Interesting. You've recently learned that you possess a rare ability. I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power. Perhaps you belong in Slytherin.
Ну, пойдем, чё. Слизерин, так Слизерин, чё, жалко, что ли?
You belong in Slytherin!
Будем зелененькими. Можно было, конечно, в Гриффиндор, чтобы чисто красненьким быть. Ну
One
ладно.
more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Ну, без квиддича, ну, печально, конечно, но что поделать.
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Пошли отсюда, хорош жрать.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir.
А вообще ты этим занималась, ну чё ты меня
As I was
перебиваешь?
saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room.
Там сразу по вот этим вот каких-то чертам характера можно сразу понять, какой
It's quite
именно
uncommon for a student to begin
будет
as a
факультет.
lawyer.
Типа отвага это Гриффиндор, что там, верность
I'm sure you're
Пуффендуй,
hopeful.
любознательность как Тевран и вот эти амбиции это Слизерин.
I suspect
Чисто
it is
выбрала
not.
себе факультет,
This is
называется.
the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Very well. Aspiration.
Красота какая.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Ну что, пойдем учиться?
Oh, looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Что у нас тут? Идем в стенку. Есть что моё?
Revelio.
Пока моего тут нет, ну ладно. О, там есть что-то мое. Да где это здесь? Идите. Да. Пацаны, ничего, да, все хорошо? А, или тут девушки, да, ждут? Это мое. Вам не надо. Я тут у вас яблочко тоже стырю, ничего, да? Хорошо? Пришла, взяла свое, взяла яблочко. Давай побыстрее. По лестнице, давай.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Нравится?
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Wonder where they're from. They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon food, like that poor man from the ministry.
Did you see the way they just waltzed in at the end of the sorting ceremony last night?
Ты чё?
Can't imagine starting a new school this late.
A little room, everyone. Let them through.
Вот-вот, дайте дорогу, вы чё? Блин.
Already knew that.
Оно крутится.
That is not helpful.
Что у тебя там бесполезно? Рош, стой, дай говорю.
Can I help you?
Бегает он от меня.
Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
Ну... Конечно,
It
да?
was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
А что ты там читал?
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
Ладно. Пойдем посмотрим.
Revelio.
Есть что мое?
Might want to think that again.
Ты что ли?
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate. Told you.
Ля какая, просто...
They should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Да мы и сами
We
нормально.
handled it. And I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Ha, not the way I fly.
Ну да, ну да.
Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Ладно, ладно.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
До свидания. Я русал.
I think I heard one.
doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Ну, как бы бывает.
I'd much rather have arrived on time and without a dragon attack en route.
I'm sure. How horrible. I can only imagine. Well, it's good to have you in Slytherin. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Ну да, чисто смотреть в окно
Very nice to
часами.
meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Кто говорил? Ждет. Я тут русалки. Ну отойди, я смотрю русалок. Не, ну прикольно сделано так-то. Смотри, какую штучку. Что-то проплыло. А во. Огромное что-то. Это кто? Это Кракен. Выпускайте Кракена. Только я сейчас отойду, погодите, а потом это выпускайте. Выпускайте Кракен. Ладно, 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 не буду. Есть что мое? Можно мне чаю, пожалуйста? Что это? Где мой чай? Творишь? Непонятно. Ну ладно, пойдем посмотрим, что нам там хотят. По лестницам не бегать. Ничего, мы побегаем.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Книжечка.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year.
Они
It would be
боятся.
wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Погоди, тут мое.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Не открывается. Я иду. Идем. Ну так постепенно тоже исчезала дверь. Идем.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up. Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide...
Статуя Кельпи. Эта статуя изображает Кельпи, водяного демона-оборотня, родом из Ирландии и Великобритании, который обычно принимает форму лошади с длинной гривой. Самый крупный Кельпи, о котором когда-либо сообщалось, это лохнесское чудовище в Шотландии. Но... Хорошо. Давай посмотрим. Окей, ладно. Что ты на меня так подозрительно смотришь, а? Ты чё? Не пугай меня так. Ладно, пожалуйста. Я к тебе потом еще вернусь. Ну что ты так далеко от меня отходишь, ну? Видишь, я тут исследую.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Да? Ладно. Центральный. Давайте.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Да, так-то полезно.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Она только сейчас умеет. Фига ты по лестнице задом спускаешься.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Everyone seems to fear this shop.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Давайте нам
What will
еще
I learn
надо.
in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Ну сливочное пиво это надо. Это нам надо.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
В смысле, мы искали вещи и пытались добраться до Хогвартса, потому что телега все такая, до свидания. Мы такие, что же делать? У меня вещи все там тоже все в воздухе немножко съедены, остались. Вам надо было как-то еще добраться, и вещи новые теперь, да, представляете?
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now.
Я не так немного говорила, но да
Speak
ладно.
of the devil, Professor Fig, your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor.
Да, я специально выбирала, чтобы это полететь навстречу дракону.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and
It's just
astute
sad.
witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of.
А можно мне
And she may
маховик,
feel obliged
пожалуйста?
to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Давай. Ага. Так, основные задания, ладно. Хорошо. Так, что мы хотим? Заклинание или защита темных искусств? Привез акции.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
She's not that good at flying.
Ugh. What am I? Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Давай посмотрим.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Надо поменять прическу. Слишком дрожит куда-то.
Stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Была лестница. Там страничка летает. А, туда. Две странички летают. Я их, видимо, взять не могу.
This looks like the location from the painting. What? Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Давай.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Что-то она какая-то это прям. Вроде Люмос использовала, а пройти не может, да? Давай, давай.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
Не скажу.
I'm afraid I can't tell you, Lenora.
Не скажу. Ты серьезно, да? Ладно, ладно.
I am only joking. I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Да-да, ты немножко просто да. Но все крутится. Так, ладно. Давай, да-да, давай, да. Вот пойдем. Класс заклинаний, так в класс заклинаний. А то тут слишком много всего интересного так-то, но я не смогу это просто сделать. Бегается. Да. Просто потому что я не умею, например. Так он тоже двигает. То он страницы всякие летают, и я не могу их забрать. Печально. Это прогрузка, понял? Красиво, конечно. Точка с летучим планом. О, я еще нашел.
Lumos.
Две колонны рядом с окном, и там картина. Вот так. Котик! Котик! Смотри, смотри, котик! Ну это все, это как бы, да, это плюс. Это котик. Шо орёшь? Ну подумаешь, с топором гоняются, ну что ты орёшь-то? Так, или это там? Хотите, это надо найти, пока я... И пивс. Окно со змееподобной тварью. Хотя слизеринцам нравится думать, что это окно каким-то образом является данью уважения основателей факультета, на самом деле это просто змееподобная тварь, которая обвивается вокруг дерева, выползая изо рта легендарного зеленого человека. Да? Ладно. Уи! Явно не тут. Ну ладно.
You don't think owls make very good pets? You can't snuggle up to them the way you can with a cat.
Да-да, лучше котика взять. Ладно, найдем еще. Здесь может. Тебе нормально так? Ну ладно. Бегаю что-то туда-сюда, все. Зачем ты туда-сюда отходишь? Котик!
How nice to see
О,
you, my young
нашел.
friend.
А пахатый, мне надо бабочку принести. Ну, мотылька, ладно. Так, где там была картина? Где-то здесь. Ты там тренируешься. Где картина была? Вот он. Шов. Даже не показали, что он дает. Ладно, ладно, пойдем дальше. Тут вообще-то котики, а ты уходишь. Как так можно?
Revelio.
To go on a bit, we sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Is that a compliment? He said I had a compliment.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Вон я тут это несколько котиков уже погладила.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone?
No.
I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Вообще ничего не помнят.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Давайте будем забирать учебники, все нормально.
Accio.
Отдай, это мое.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Пойдем прогуляемся.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marble, that's it! Very good! Splendid!
Нормально, пойдет.
Very good! Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Да давай уже.
Let us see this. There we go.
Давай, чё? Ты своим шаром мне все испортила. Куда?
That is how it's done.
Сейчас все будет. Давай, ну, еще чуть-чуть.
Brilliant. Watch this.
Она мне все тут загородила. Стой! Стой!
That's it!
Нормально. Сейчас я научусь. Все будет.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Разнообразие дыш.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Давай, начинай.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go.
There we go.
Ну давай, чё. Ай, многовато. Печально. Многовато. Я забыл тыкнуть обратно, чтобы оно прекратило.
Let us see this.
Куда ты там?
That is how it's done.
Very good.
Watch this.
Стой, куда ты? Ну, я чисто из-за того, что там оно уже это полетело куда-то. Уже не сделается, типа 10 будет в минус. Ну да ладно.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Сильно многовато получилось. Ну да ладно, и так с этим.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go to easy.
Да, отстань, это типа
Took
повезло
me
только.
weeks to become
Чисто
proficient
повезло.
with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Нормально,
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
А там не работает, что это кого-то сбивать, это они очки уже есть, как бы они в минус не идут.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Надо поменять
But I did
прическу.
have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Зачем оно так трясется?
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without
Блин,
a
хотела
wand.
попить водички,
I
она
must
пролилась в итоге
admit,
на меня.
however, that I am growing quite
Nice.
fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you.
Стоит
Better not
такой,
keep him
смотрит, это
waiting.
слышь. Ну ты
Until
бы
next
когда
time.
там договорите-то уже? Ну ты хорош там.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't...
Смотри, тут чувак что-то.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Как там он колышет, а я прям
After my
это...
brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Гарри, ты ли
A
это?
word, if you would.
Да я тут.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most
Да вы
from
мне
the
сейчас
battles
это
one
все
has
время
lost.
будете припоминать, что ли? Я поддалась. Хорошо.
Miss Onai is
А то она бы
always a
обиделась.
fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Ладно. Больше. Что это? Ну, пойдет, зато прическу менять не надо. У нас тут ля какая. Падет, падет. Не, ну надо мантию, да, Ничего не... Да. О. Давай. Я какой? Будет? А типа, я не вижу. Перебок. О, какая. Давай уберем. Ты не особо это идет, да? Ладно, падает. Сама сойдет. Задание. Отстань. Будет мне тут еще ютовать. Какая?
Revelio.
Есть мое. И что там? Мое пока заперто, печально. Скоро пока не знаю.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
Учиться, потому что надо, а не ходить просто так, ну. Что делаешь? Смотри, как надо. Смотри. Жух. Печальная, наверное.
It's not the written exam.
О, теперь можно. Можно я акцию костюм брать? Бери. Да? Могу их использовать? Вот это поворот. Ты себе выручай. Ну. Ладно.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Booth.
Котик, котик.
I'm not telling lies, please. It was Albert Booth.
Котик.
Revelio.
Моё.
It's a boo, and he says it's a flat.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It
Да,
was
давай их еще
It
задави.
wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
А... 3-0. Двойка, наверное. Если так вот делать. Считать от 1 или от 0? Давай, допустим, если с 0, то двойка это будет... Не. Вот это. Видел? Так, 4 плюс 1 получается 5. 1, 3, 4. Семерка это плохо. Есть все. Открывся. Открывся. Ой, это мое. Перчатки. О. Побольше. Не, ну ты мне этот вид. Ладно, чат. Ой, это фестрал. Полка с череп. Это комната фестралом. Еще надо.
Going to harvest some knotgrass from the greenhouses today. Did you know that it's used in polyjuice potion? I think it has something to do with being tied to another person.
Ладно. Что у вас тут такое? Ладно. Котики ходят сюда. Так, мне вообще надо, типа... Очень... Это надо. Я им...
I think garlic puts that venom.
Почти, почти. Старайся лучше.
Revelio.
Скелет ирландского феникса или бурея. Чрезвычайно пугливая птица, которая может предсказать приход дождя, а ее скорбный крик, как когда-то считалось, предвещает смерть. Можно, не надо? Что тут?
Revelio.
Посиди. Да, сюда по этим лестницам.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Что происходит?
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Быстрей, ты меня не догонишь. Нас не догонят.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Пятипереться не дали, да блин. А чё я-то сразу?
Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprise. Good. Now, well done. Well done.
Buff.
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Ладно, чё.
Protego.
Levioso.
Complicates things. This can't be.
Чё-то он это...
Let's just say I'm a
Ой,
quick learner.
он упав.
Not bad for a beginner.
Он
You give as
упав.
good as you get.
А можно?
I put you on
Да?
the spot,
Ей тоже
and you
привет.
rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day.
If you know, I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Revelio.
Вот что-то было. О. Скелет гибридского черного дракона. Большой скелет дракона, который висит в классе защиты от темных искусств, предположительно является трофеем, взятым профессором Гекат после того, как она в одиночку разгромила одну из крупнейших браконьерских банд на востоке Уэльса во время большой облавы на браконьеров 1878 года. Ладно.
Always thought Levioso was for first years.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Да что-то не очень как-то.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Темному волшебнику это скажи.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Это первое, это
In
что?
fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires
Просто
intention
я
and
очень
talent.
умная, да.
You know,
И скромная,
you
это
might
без
be
этого
a
никак.
perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Ну, давай.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library.
Да все это
you just
сделаем,
have to be
сейчас все
clever enough
будет.
not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're
Что с
interested.
прической? Почему она так трясется? Ей страшно. Так. А вообще... Давайте поговорим, посмотрим, что у нас там происходит. Где это вообще далеко, нет? Что так далеко? В принципе, не так уж. Пойдем, посмотрим. По лестницам туда-сюда, туда-сюда, да? Обычно. Вам, кстати, как субтитры там видно, да? Потому что я не буду озвучивать из-за того, что озвучка тут и так профессиональная, как бы, чтобы не мешать. Поэтому, как бы, чтобы вам субтитры было слышно, говорю, видно. Если в английском не особо. Озвучка здесь английская. Практикуем английский, все хорошо. Это лестница в маленькое окошечко. Есть что-то мое. Опять за закрытым, да?
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as for only 1 time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek.
Please, Piers, you'll make me late.
He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed, as did his containment charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted my privileges be handsome indeed, or I'd fire up the cannon, and so she agreed. To draw up a contract with her, not with him, that if I behaved, I'd have 1 weekly swim! Whee!
I'll get you for this.
О, он убежал, забери свои книжки. Ну вон они же, ну.
Revelio.
Туалет с привидениями. Если только вы не находитесь в отчаянном положении, вероятно, лучше избегать этого конкретного туалета, поскольку, как утверждается, он является одним из любимых мест Пивза для его нелепых шуток. Ну, заметили, да? Левел новый. Майя пойдет.
Revelio.
Есть что интересного? Мое. Черные кожаные перчатки. То же самое, да? Ну ладно.
What a lovely treat to have you walk by. Be sure to pass by at least once a year. Twice, if you can.
Дверь просто такая в шух вылетает. А это не та самая, которая типа там с тайной комнатой, да?
Revelio.
Есть что мое? Вот это, например. Это статуя волшебника Дезмонда Долговязого. Высокого и худого волшебника, который, кажется, очень гордится собой. По какой причине, никто точно не знает. Ну, ему нормально, как он пойдет. О, что это?
Revelio.
Карта Аргилшира. На этой карте изображен Алгилшир, регион Шотландии, где находятся Гибридские острова, родина гибридского черного дракона. Чё? Опять? Что с этим делать? Ну, видимо, я пока не умею. Ладно.
Revelio.
Тут весело.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Levioso.
Да? Случайно так. Ну ладно. Просто он светился так. Здравствуйте.
Revelio.
И шо моё? Это закрыто. Что-то интересно.
Can I help you?
Якова.
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
Ну, я ему немножко
I seem to
это,
have a
да.
knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right place.
How does crossed ones work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all.
And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Конечно, конечно.
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Давай уже.
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
Spectacular!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Да-да-да. Через капс. Ты будешь мне помогать, не?
Glad I didn't bet on that round.
Что-то это как-то, да.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organize these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Ones victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Вообще без проблем. Здесь, пацаны, не прыгаем. Не прыгаем, можем получить по лбу. Почаще наверх смотреть, да? Окей, так. У нас там дальше есть по заданию. Урочные эти. Далее. У нас тут рядышком есть. Она такая шла, вдруг учебники потерялись, она такая, да, блин, опять она, и типа, ну я смотрю на глобус. А я тебе хоть его в это... Чё немножко? Что, как, пацаны, все нормально? Ну ладно. Котик. Котик. Мур говорит. Еще
Revelio.
Это мое. Кто хрумкает?
Revelio.
Котик. Котик.
I'd choose garnet. Underneath that chipper persona lies a brilliant herbological mind.
Ну да, игра такая, конечно, интересненькая. Здесь котики, которых можно погладить. В принципе, тут ничего такого. Это как бы тут есть котики.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Ну, не знаю, он этот,
Excuse, Deke.
когда он фигурацию какую-нибудь выучил.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
А можно не надо? Ну сколько можно?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potion shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Кого это возьмем? Что, кого возьмем? Как думаете? Кого хотим? Я пока попью. О.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Revelio.
И шо моё? Пусти меня. Частичная трансфигурация. Это частично преображенная чайная чашка, вероятно, на скорую руку исправленная ошибка второкурсника. Явно служит предостережением для тех студентов, которые не хотят всерьез воспринимать всю сложность и опасность трансфигурации.
Revelio.
А все, а нечего. Моё. Чё, да? Всё. Было мое, так что все.
What are you up to now? Revelio.
Ah, there you are.
Да, ща, погоди. Фонтан в виде виверны. Этот фонтан на дворе трансфигурации с изображением виверны служит вместо модуля и собрания студентов. Несмотря на слухи, возможно, спровоцированные сэром Кадаганом, это, безусловно, не та самая верная из долины реки Уай, убитая веселым рыцарем помимо его воли.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Ой!
This is the right area. Got it.
Сейчас заберем.
A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
Нормально, я все забрал.
I trust the preliminary tasks were
I completed the assignments, Professor.
marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Reparo.
Nicely done.
Revelio.
Так. У нас там? Давай. Идем.
Revelio.
Это мое. Выбрать не могу, печально. Могу. Так. Я вам что тут математику учить? Ладно. 11, так. Это фигня, это... Чё мне тут знаешь? 11 плюс 2 это 13, да? Сколько осталось? 8, да? 8 это паук. Вот этот паук? Да, этот паук сюда. Вторую я не вижу пока что. Так, эта фигня это 9 у нас. Эта штука. Пять плюс 9. 14, да? Надо троечку сделать. Троечка это вон дракон вот этот. Найти. Он где-то недалеко должен. Соберем заодно. Эта статуя изображает средневекового волшебника, заискивающий ухмылкой Грегория Льстивого. Он известен тем, что изобрел елейную мазь, которая заставляет пьющего верить, что тот, кто дал им это зелье, является их лучшим другом. А, эта штука видна? А, выше там. Да? Ой, я жесть. Смотри, какая красота. Красиво, красиво. Я уж думала, я забыла, что я там хотела, но видимо, не особо. Вроде так. О, я умею считать. Это мое. Шарф цвета сиен. О, это нам надо. Это нам надо.
Revelio.
Рядом. Ой, сюда.
Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Ну просто когда что-то в ухе такое звенит, значит что-то им можно взять. Что-то летает или что? Это фонтан звенит. Фонтан звенит. Богато украшенный фонтан с искусно вырезанными статуями обитателей волшебного мира, в том числе с каменными сиренами, управляющие основание фонтана.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
I really have made a mess of things.
What такое?
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. but I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
Ну, как бы... А нельзя было просто Левиусу сделать, не?
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself.
Ну, кот, не
Except
трогай
this
мои
isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did our meet tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Пойдем посмотрим.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go. Accio!
Книга или приключение было? Еще и руководство собрал. Пойдем посмотрим.
Revelio.
На этом портрете изображен один из первых библиотекарей Хогвартса. Ходят слухи, что он вообще не выносил шумных студентов, славился постоянным использованием заклятий немоты при малейшем. Ой, в библиотеке тишина. Понятно. Летает. Стой, стой, стой. Здравствуйте.
Lumos.
Ну, кстати, сейчас все будет. Я соберу. Тебе рыночный колпак на ней. Понял. Да. Не надо. Убери. А, это она так стрекочет. Вон бабочка упек вообще. Это мое. Не достали. Что еще? Она тут летала. Стой!
This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Сегодня был хороший день, пока Гаррет не опрокинул свое дурацкое зелье в золотоглазок, которое я так долго наставлял. Пришлось вылить весь котел и начать заново. Он просто невыносим, думает, что ему нет равных сил варенья и постоянно срывает уроки профессора Шарпа своими экспертами. Одно могу сказать точно, если бы Гаррет не был племянником профессора Уизли, его бы уже исключили из школы. Сегодня на ужин снова копченая рыба, она даже начинает мне нравиться, хотя мясной пирог все равно вкуснее. Ладно. Очень печально.
Revelio.
Тоже мой. Профессор Блэк, может, стоит наложить запрет на применение чар в библиотеке? Кто-то уже не раз тайком пробирался в запретную секцию, а Крессида Блюм уже считает читальный зал личным кабинетом для испытаний новых заклинаний. Вследствие этого зачастую бывает плачевно. В сравнении с этим такие бьюзы кажутся сущей безделицей. Бывает.
Revelio.
Куда летает? Иди сюда. Что-то ладно. Мы ее здесь поймаем. Стой!
That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida. Revelio.
О. Держи.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
Да-да, я не буду никому говорить, что там. Что-то произошло. Вот здесь вот.
Revelio.
Здесь ничего.
My brother just started at Hogwarts as a Gryffindor. But for certain he'd be Slytherin. Cunning as he is. Patrick Redding is surprisingly somber, considering...
Мы вообще-то направлялись вот сюда. Пойдем посмотрим. Это мое. Нет! Вернись обратно. Очки дали. Пусть будет.
Revelio.
Это что-то далеко. Эта деревянная статуя изображает Пангурадонна, бесстрашного охотника на мышей и преданного компаньона. Котик. Еще один котик. Какой котик?
Revelio.
Вон мое. Закрыт.
Handy resource indeed. Your field.
I said picking them.
Колокола три сестры, как говорят, названы так в честь трех прекрасных, но очень крутых хребтов, которые величественно возвышаются над долиной Алгелшира. Ходят слухи, что когда они звонят в замке, их мелодии разносятся по долине и всему высокогорному региону. Местные жители уже много лет сбиты с толку таинственным звоном.
As a muggle ball, I used to feel I had a lot of work to do if I wanted to catch up to the other students. Now I realize that no particular group of wizards has the monopoly.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Revelio.
Подобные рога использовались во время восстания гоблинов с 1612 года, чтобы призвать войска и в целом досадить ведьмам и волшебникам. Этот рог был обнаружен после восстания за трактиром Кабанья голова с начинкой из горгонзола внутри, предположительно, чтобы заглушить его. Погоди, у меня тут еще есть что-то. Эти доспехи принадлежали сэру Скарклторпу Беспечному, который неосмотрительно вызвал горного тролля посоревноваться в игре «Музыкальные стулья». Ну... Печально ему, наверное, да? Ну ладно.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall
Шо,
endeavor
как
to
дела
be
у
the
чата
very
вообще?
best of guides, then.
Чату
Hogsmeade's
нравится
a charming
или
little
чат
place.
опять как всегда?
Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
Чат как обычно, да?
Revelio.
Glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you,
Rada
by
без-
the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way
Там
I
моё
see it,
есть.
I'd be wise to
Мне
keep
сейчас
an eye
опять
on you.
скажут, что я далеко что-то от него, да?
It must be difficult to live in those remote
Просто подгоняю ее. Жим, говорю.
Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything,
Что-то моё.
given my detention record.
Revelio. Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded.
Ладно, пока что потом. Ну как, ну более-менее, типа вот видишь, играю уже нормально.
Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade
По
might have saved me
FPS
from
нормально хотя. Хотят.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
Revelio.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
Берем. Ой, это чат. Вот.
Revelio.
Погоди, далеко не убегай.
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look.
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Погреб. Come on.
Do you think Poppy's already seen
Revelio.
the hippogriffs?
Absolutely. Likely already named them too.
Prance, Hoof, and Sugarfoot.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
Вот чат.
Revelio.
Прыгает.
Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface.
Там моё.
Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh, any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day.
Я их теперь
I
вижу.
can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at jewelry.
Leviosa. Accio.
Пусти, там моё.
Reparo. Leviosa.
Как это? Не хочет. Жизнь боль.
Revelio.
Там моё.
Leviosa. Accio.
Хочет. Делать. О. Серый причем, как видите, что это надо. А, 8-й левел, я понял. Пошел я куда-нибудь подальше. Какой, кстати? Выпусти. Идешь? 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 Фига он это. Прям муж такой.
Revelio.
Не знаю зачем, но соберем. Просто потому что там еще эти танки прыгающие все. Ты там это не отставай, я тут это бегаю, собираю, а тут идешь еле-еле. Чё моё?
I've always thought Thestral's pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I
Ты же их
suppose
видишь?
most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Я тут. Кто ты? Не теряйся.
Revelio.
Mr. Moon. He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying.
Понятно.
I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Давай.
A demi-guise? I don't know
Revelio.
what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, and he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state.
Надо.
Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
Мы добежали наконец.
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place.
Моё.
I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about it.
Тоже моё.
We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
I should imagine she'd always...
Revelio.
Yes, I thought it was a good idea myself.
Very good idea. I should probably stop.
Этот ненадежно сложенный набор котлов возле магазина призван рекламировать товары внутри. Следует отметить, что укладывать котлы таким образом не рекомендуется, если вы хотите сварить зелье, которое должно давать предполагаемый эффект. Хотя по общему призванию это смотрится довольно привлекательно. Ой, тек. Да стой
So how
там.
would you like to do
Ой,
this?
тек.
Weasley told me you had a list of things to get. A wand and some other bits.
Yes, dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Yes. Ампул. Да, сюда.
Revelio.
Наша. Много нашего.
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, seeing it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we? If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Для тварей? Ну, я пока ничего не это. Что на место? А, да. Таня там моя. Можно я пройду ничего, да? Как нет? Ну-ка нет. Благопристойный профиль. О. Моё.
Revelio. Accio.
Hey.
Levioso.
Да.
Revelio.
Чё внизу? Там столько моего закрытого. Ничего, я у вас там немножко мое забрала. Здравствуйте. Смотри, какие. Он двигается.
Revelio.
Тоже моя. Да, я ушла. Карта здесь, а я вот туда ушла. Я как обычно. Не дает это. Ну и ладно. Это мое. 8 левел, теперь можно надеть. Вот. Да, убери.
Revelio.
Что-то открывать не могу пока. Жу где-то далеко, но мне же надо вот там. Бывает.
Revelio.
Здравствуйте.
Revelio.
Летучие шипучки. Эти восхитительные сладости, содержащие, по слухам, жало веретениц, представляют собой маленькие шарики шербета, которые при употреблении в пищу поднимают вас в воздух на несколько дюймов. Попробуем. Полетели. Хе-хе.
Revelio.
Дули.
Revelio.
Фамильная бомба. Эти лакомства срываются, когда их едят, хотя это вряд ли может привести к серьезным травмам, но жевать их рекомендуется предельно аккуратно. Не дают. Хорошо. Хе-хе-хе.
Revelio.
Что это? Пусть и все.
Revelio.
Что? Давайте все покушаем, чё? Вообще не жалко. Мы тут все съедим. Я тоже теперь тортик хочу, ну блин. За 2 укуса. Че прям. Ладно.
Revelio.
Страницы летали, да? Так. Она... Ой, это мое. Еще страничка ли?
He doesn't like it.
защитные очки с коричневым глазом тритона. Посмотреть мы это обязаны. Вот это у меня получше будет.
Revelio.
Куда-нибудь. Ой.
Revelio.
Опытные путешественники знают, что некоторые колодцы могут предложить больше, чем этот относительно безопасный колодец с обычной водой в деревнях. Ну, ладно. Ой. Моё.
Revelio.
За палочками сходим так.
Revelio.
Лавка Оливандера. В этой уютной и немного захламленной лавке, которую управляет дружелюбный всезнающий Гербальт Оливандер, палочки из самых разных пород дерева и всевозможной гибкости, обладающие одной из 3 магических сердцевин, выбирают своих владельцев. Занимаясь производством волшебных палочек с 382 года до нашей эры, семья Оливандеров считается лучшим изготовителем волшебных палочек в Британии, если не во всем мире. Давай посмотрим. Ух, это мое.
Revelio.
Здравствуйте, можно к вам, пожалуйста? Я хочу палочку.
I'll be right with. Ah, it's you.
Да, это я. Давайте.
Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time.
Well, you're our new 5th-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we?
Давайте, сейчас все будет.
No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try.
Ща как попробуем.
Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it.
Подунька. Ну, видимо, не моя, да.
Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry.
Давайте что-нибудь другое, пожалуйста.
No, not you.
Не такое непослушное.
Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try.
Давай, что у нас тут? Ой.
Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to
Не,
be
давайте
trickier than I
что-нибудь
had
мое,
anticipated.
пожалуйста, да.
How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are.
Там уже палочки запылились просто все.
Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
Так.
Curious indeed. How intriguing. Curious indeed. How intriguing.
Давайте легкую спираль. Пойдет. Древесина. Кац.
How intriguing. Curious indeed. How intriguing.
О. Да, она же черная у меня, да?
Curious indeed.
Пусть будет.
How intriguing. Curious indeed.
Давайте будет упругая. Пойдет, пойдет. Мощная, стабильная штука.
A dragon heartstring wand is most powerful and learns quickly.
Про остальных не будешь говорить?
A unicorn hair wand is most reliable and faithful to its owner. Ah, phoenix feather. Exceptionally rare, and a core with a strong sense of initiative.
Ну, давай, Феникс, пусть. Пойдет.
What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Of course. And a phoenix feather core is terribly selective. This will be an excellent match indeed. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Хорошо.
Revelio.
Теперь у меня черненькая моя. Я пошел. Такс. Я как... Ой. Так. У нас печально. Так. Так, я думаю, пока что на этом закончим. Будем продолжать завтра, наверное. Пока на этом все, поэтому всем спасибо, кто был, кто смотрел, кто что вообще что-то делал. И всем пока.
What's more powerful than the dark